Okay, welcome. In this video we're going to do another problem, and this one's a little bit more complicated, meaning that there's multiple things going on. So again, read the problem carefully, make sure you understand what's known and what's unknown and how those are related together and what your goal is, right? You want to need to know what it is that you're trying to find. Okay, so let's start by reading the problem. It says, a piece of trophy column stock 21.5 inches long is cut into 4 equal trophy columns. So these are columns that are going to be like put on a trophy to hold up a trophy, let's say. You ever see those trophies where you hold up the trophy and it's got the 4 columns at the 4 corners and it holds up the little figurine or whatever is at the top? So that's what we're talking about. And it says, so we're going to cut this 21.5 inch long trophy column into 4 equal pieces. And also what we want to find is if a 1/16 of an inch is wasted on each cut. We want to find the length of each column. Okay, each column piece that we're cutting. So let's say we have a column that looks like this. Let's say it looks like this. Okay. And we want to cut in 4 equal pieces. So from here, so we have 4 equal pieces. Okay, let's pretend those are equal. Okay, so we want 4 equal pieces. So we want the length of this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. But remember, each cut we waste a 1/16 of an inch. Okay, so that's gonna reduce the total length a little bit. Okay, so we're not going to be using the whole 21.5 inches. So we've got to eliminate the waste first. So we've got to, first, this is going to be deducted, right? And then we're going to have to divide it into 4 equal pieces. Okay? Or we can divide the whole thing by 4, but then we're going to have to subtract off 3 1/16, right? This one is going to subtract off 1/16. This is going to subtract off 1/16. And this is going to subtract off 1/16. Will that work? Yeah, that should work as well. Okay. So, but let's do this. Why don't we just cut off the 1/16ths first, get rid of those, and then just divide the rest of the length by 4, and we're done. Okay? Because looking at the picture, again, draw a picture if it helps. So drawing a picture, we know we're going to have 3 cuts. To get 4 equal pieces, we're going to have 3 cuts. So let's get rid of those 1/16ths. So first of all, I'm going to multiply 3 times 1/16, right? And so again, if I put this over 1, that's going to give me 3/16 of an inch. So I'm going to subtract that off first. So let's do 21.5 minus 3/16. Well, again, remember subtracting mixed numbers and such, we've got to what? Change these to common denominators. So if I write 21.5 minus 3/16, I've got to make sure that these are common denominators so I know what I'm subtracting. So this is going to be the same as 8/16, right? So now the top is bigger than the bottom, so I can see that now. So now I can just go ahead and multiply straight away, or excuse me, subtract straight away. So this is going to be 21, and 8 minus 3 is 5, so I get 5/16. So now that's what I have left over. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to take the remaining trophy column, and now I'm going to divide into 4 equal pieces. And so now I'm dividing mixed numbers and whole numbers. So now I'm going to change this to an improper fraction. Okay, so I'm going to do 16 times 21. You could use your calculator, by the way. So 16 times 21, so what do we get? $336 plus 5, so that's going to be 341 over 16, right? Double check my work. So 10 times 21 is 210, 6 times 20 is 120, so that gives me 330, right? And then plus 6. And then plus 5, so 341 over 16. And I'm going to divide by 4 over 1. And so now I'm going to change this to an equivalent multiplication problem. So I'm going to do 341 over 16 times 1/4. And so there's nothing to cancel. 4 does not go in to 341. Okay, remember the divisibility rules. So now I'm just going to multiply across, and that gives me 341 over 4 times 16, which is 64. And now I'm going to change it to a mixed number. So let's see. So it's going to be 5. 5 times 64 is 320. And so I get 21 over 64. And that's it. So how long is each part? 5 and 21/64 inches. And that's it. See you next time.